Well, the book is entitled My Father's Business, The Small Town Values That Built Dollar General into a billion-dollar company. But I want to go way, way, way back until before we get into the building part, I like to learn the starting stories. They're my favorite stories. So your dad's the founder. Take us back. What was going on in your dad's mind, brain, life?
Well, if you go back to the real start of the company, it was in October of 1939. And my functionally illiterate grandfather and my father co-founded the company. Then I was born in January.
Right.
So the company and I are about the same age.
Wow, unbelievable.
You're looking at the age of the company.
I love it. So what's going on in their heads? So your dad's head, your grandfather's head, what are they thinking at that time? Was it a big vision that they had? Or was it, I just think this is a functional business, let's give it a shot?
Well, my grandfather, at the age of 11, lost his father in an accident. He had 3 younger siblings, and they lived on a mortgaged farm, and he was then head of the family at 11. And he only had a 3rd grade education. And he was a scrapper, a hard worker, a saver, and he was the financial backing of my dad. And Turner saw an opportunity in a very small town, Scottsville, Kentucky, to buy a big brick building at half price, because a Turner will buy anything at half price. And they started a wholesale business. And then after the war, they discovered that retailers were between them as a wholesaler and the eventual customer. So they began opening retail stores. And they had the local manager to be a 50% partner. My dad believed in 50-50 partnerships. And then in 1955, my father, who watched what the city boys did, observed that they ran full-color newspaper ads, full-page ads, once a month, dollar-a-day sales, and there was $1 is the price. And he said those city boys have to be making money because they couldn't pay for that ad if they didn't. And they sell a lot of merchandise. So he got his group together and he said, I have the idea for opening a store that has one price, $1, and we can simplify all of the operations, the accounting, the bookkeeping, and we can give real value to the customer, and we'll put general in there, make it a general store. I'm a country boy, and a general store is where you bought anything, so we'll make it Dollar General Store. What do you think? And they all said, they were unanimous. They said, it won't work. Cal, it won't work. But he was an entrepreneur. He was determined. And he said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take one of our stores that is failing in Springfield, Kentucky. We're going to convert it to the Dollar General Store format. And if that format works where we have previously failed, then we have something to go with. And it was a major success.
Wow.
Springfield, Kentucky in 1955.
Unbelievable. So there's a great story right out of the gate of just the power of testing. As the leader, he took it to everybody. They doubted him, but he still felt he was right. But he didn't completely make a crazy change. He said, let's just try it and test it, and it worked. Why do you think it worked back then? Why do you think it still works now?
It is simple retailing from a retailer who understands the customer's need for value at low price. And that company today still pursues that agenda, and it works. When you know your customer and you meet your customer's need and you are convenient, as those stores are. A Dollar General store today, it serves 75% of the population of the continental United States. That is, a Dollar General store is within 5 miles of 75% of the population.
Wow.
Isn't that in these little bitty towns?
Right.
We're country people. We grew up in small towns. We understand the market there,
Yeah.
the people there.
Right.
And we know they make good employees, too.
Yeah, boy, that's good. Okay, so there's so much there. I'm going to jump around a little bit because I don't want to miss what you just said. And I'm listening to you, and it's a great lesson for our business leaders. Over time, and you started us out with your grandfather and father doing this together. They took a chance, they proved a concept, and then they eventually flipped it all to the current concept. But you didn't change. When you eventually took over, and you served actually longer as CEO than your father, you didn't change who you are. You didn't, and again, if you think about it, Dollar Generals are in smaller towns and spread out. What is the lesson that leaders can take from that?
Well, there are many lessons that can be taken from that.
Teach away.
Luther Turner used to say, he was a boy off the farm, he used to say that a mule is smarter than a man, because once a mule learns its stall in the barn, it'll return to that stall. But a man thinks, if he's good at this, then why can't I get off into something else?
Right.
Why can't I try something else? But that's one of the principles of the company. Understand what you're good at.
Yes.
And if you're meeting customer need where you are,
Right.
stay there and learn to do it better.